12:17. The air is going to be a bit easier to breathe.
Yes.
In fact, it's probably clearing up right now, right? I haven't stepped outside in a couple of hours, but
the humidity, Kate, is dropping this afternoon. It will continue to do so overnight tonight and into Friday.
Good.
So at least we get a little bit of a break from the humidity. Unfortunately, it does return, though, as we go into the end of the weekend into next week. But at least we can talk about right now, it is going to be at least lowering a bit. Here's Providence. We have some blue sky, some clouds, a little bit of sunshine as well. So we'll call it partly sunny for the rest of today. Definitely much better than compared to, early this morning. But temperatures will be in the 80s. Our winds now out of the northwest. So that's a land breeze, which means we're going to warm things up nicely even down to the coastline. Here is East Greenwich. Things looking good as well. Visibility just fine. Good afternoon to be out and about. Radar check. Again, looking at quiet conditions all across the area. So not really seeing a whole lot. For the rest of today, should stay dry. Temperatures near 80 right now in Providence, 79 up in Smithfield, even down to the coastline, upper 70s to near 80. So again, with that northwest wind over the land, helps to get those warmer temperatures all the way down to the shoreline. Dew points still in the upper 60s to lower 70s in spots, but notice just off to the west in parts of Connecticut, there's some mid 60s now popping up, even some lower numbers further west in Connecticut. So that is making its way towards us. So some lower humidity is expected as we go through the rest of today, tonight, and into Friday. So my three key things, again, dropping humidity for the rest of today. Overall, the weekend forecast looking pretty nice and looking at mainly dry conditions for the most part in that 7-day forecast, which we'll see in just a few moments. But muggy meter next 5 days, going to be seeing again, these numbers are going to be on the comfier side, at least somewhat for now through about Saturday and Sunday. But notice it does tick back up as we go into early next week, back to those upper 60s to near 70, which of course would be more humid across the area. So that's what we have looking forward in the next 5 days for that. Looking at the weather setup though, high pressure off to the west. This is building on in for the next several days. It'll be making its way eastward as a cold front that brought us that relief to the humidity with some showers and storms late last night and early this morning that made its way through. So we're behind the front now on the better side of the cold front, giving us those drier conditions. We can time things out. Here's now looking at partly sunny skies. Those temperatures will be warming up into the 80s as we go through the rest of this afternoon, even down to the coastline. Here's 3 p.m. looking at temperatures well into the 80s, mid to upper 80s, a good bet across the area with that sunshine developing. As we go into tonight, dinner plans looking fine. Here's 8 p.m. Good sunset later on this evening. Tonight, temperatures on the warm side. Overnight tonight, staying quiet, dry. 7 a.m. tomorrow. For the final work day of the week, looking at temperatures in the 60s, bright, clear skies, and staying that way pretty much all day long. Temperatures once again back into the 80s, but the kicker will be, again, the lower humidity for the day tomorrow. So a pretty nice day as we end the work week on our Friday and staying quiet right into Friday evening and Friday night. Now, for this afternoon, just recapping things a bit, again, that dropping humidity, temperatures in the 80s. Notice the precip chances falling off quite a bit during the afternoon and evening hours. Bay forecast, west winds shifting about northwest, about 5 to 10, waves 1 to 3 feet, clouds and sunshine, not too bad of a forecast. Beach forecast, though, want to be mindful about this in red. High rip current risks down at those beaches. Be mindful entering the water. Right now we're in a low tide, but that high tide will return later on this afternoon. Just something to keep in mind if you're planning a beach day for the rest of today. 7-day forecast, you can see again those temperatures holding steady pretty much in the 80s all through the 7 days, and really next chance of any wet weather doesn't be until middle of next week with some shower chances. So a pretty nice dry stretch and some lower humidity on the way.
Loving that lower humidity, that's
definitely
for sure.
Taking it right in time for the weekend.
Yeah. In stories we're working on new tonight coming up on 12 News.